Okay, guys, now that you officially know how to trade every single thing, such as trends, support resistance, divergences, Fibonacci, all that good stuff, and you've been studying, or even if you haven't been studying, this is very important that you pay attention to this part because this is pretty much your time frames. This is what time frames you're going to be looking at when trading these divergences. Okay, it's very simple. We're going to look at the 1 hour and the 4 hour, and that's it. Sometimes the 30 minutes, but most likely never. Okay, all you want to do is, make sure you're not messing with the daily. Okay, you do want to check the daily to make sure. Let's say, for example, let's say you see some divergence. Okay, let's say right here you see some divergence saying to sell. This divergence is bearish, so it's telling you that the market's going to go down. However, let's say you go to the daily and the daily is showing a huge uptrend that is not pushing down. You do not want to take that trade. So it's very important you check the daily to make sure that you're not going against any major trends or channels or anything like that. Check the daily. If you're in a top of a channel, then you don't want to buy on the 4 hour, the 1 hour charts. You know what I'm saying? So it's very important you look at those in confluence with the 4 hour and the 1 hour. Other than that, the 4 hour is what we're looking at. Okay, we want to see what kind of trend we're in. And then maybe we go on the 1 hour to see if there's any type of, bear or bullish hidden divergence to prove that this trend is going to continue. Okay, so we look at the 4 hour and the 1 hour when we look through these setups. It's very, very simple. Some things might change. You might see support and resistance on the 4 hour, but the 1 hour doesn't show that as well. Okay, so those are going to be the two that we use. It's very, very simple, guys. As you can see, the 4 hour here shows some support. If we go to the 1 hour, we might see a nice setup being formed there. So let's check it out. Okay, you see, obviously you still see the support. Just looks like more because each candlestick now is 1 hour instead of 4. So this candlestick was 1 hour of data. This candlestick's 1 hour of data, 1 hour of data. If we switch it to the 4 hours, then each candlestick is 4 hours of data. So it's going to condense all of this into smaller bars, basically, and cents. But it's very important that you use both time frames, 4 hour, 1 hour, in confluence with each other, and then always check the daily to see what the main movement is. Okay, we're not going to look at the 30-minute very often, if ever, or the 15-minute or the 5-minute. It's very rare that you're going to look at those because those, when the 5-minute shows divergence, it's not always as accurate on these bigger time frames are. So we use these time frames always. Okay, so when you're back testing and practicing, demo accounting it, make sure you're using the hourly and the 4 hour. Okay.